Welcome back to the show. This is Scott Talks, and I'm with Hannah Sward. Hannah Sward. I knew I was going to do that. You know, my email says I'm guaranteed to get your name wrong. It's the signature now.
Oh, is that what?
Oh, yeah. So, but Hannah, it's so great. What a wonderful, wonderful conversation. I'm holding in my hand Hannah's book called Strip. It's a double entendre title about the imagery is actually really cool. Growing up in the 70s in California, very unfortunate beginnings, and a life of stripping, sex work, drug addiction, recovery. It's fascinating. I read a bunch of reviews. I haven't actually read the book yet. But I'm dying to. And I just want to say you are such a bright place in the studio. Like the journey to your authentic self is it's such a gift. Like you come in and it just feels very comfortable in the studio. I usually feel comfortable until people get here, and then I accommodate for them. But there was none of that.
Well, you guys created the environment, and thank you.
Oh well, thank you, thank you. I don't even know where to start with this. The first thing I'll say is, how long has the book been out? I didn't actually find.
5 months.
Okay, and you've been sober
5
for
months.
12 years.
Yeah, 12 years and 9 months.
And first of all, I want to thank Christina Simos. We're going to shout her out a bunch. I do have a question. Have you played dodgeball with Christina?
I would never do that.
Me either.
Never. Never.
She's fierce.
Oh, there's just no way.
I mean, I like when people say dodgeball, I want to show them the pictures of her playing. And I want to be like, would you ever play this woman? She looks like she wants to kill you.
Yeah. I fully support her doing that. I will never go near it.
Have you gone to a game?
No. I'm too worried I'll be, well, no, I just haven't. No, I've just been, I'm trying to come up with an excuse. No, I just
You
haven't.
want to preserve the image you have of her, right?
A ball comes at me and I run the other way.
I want to just real quick read one of the reviews. This was from Christina McDowell. I don't usually read, but since everybody's reading, I'll join in. Strip is the story of Sward's bohemian and bizarre upbringing. Raised by her poet father and absent mother, she captures her pain with wisdom and hilarity, her dark days as a sex worker, and her spiral into addiction, and how she finally recovers, blossoming into the woman she was always meant to be, a talented writer. I could not put this book down. And I thought that was such a cool description of your journey, right? Like strip being how you survived, and then strip being how you recovered.
Wow, I haven't thought of it that way.
Right, like.
Yeah, that's really beautiful.
Well, the thing about finding the woman that you always are is that comes with recovery, right?
Oh, recovery is everything.
Yeah, can you tell me a little bit about? Because I think people always want to know what the work is and what the recovery looks like, and I think when I hear your story, I hear about trying to survive, scared to be who you are. Yeah. And then recovery being about unlocking who you really are and being okay and surviving with that. Would that be accurate?
Yeah, absolutely. And I, without recovery, I mean, I start every day saying, without recovery, I have nothing.
Right.
And at the end of every night, and this has been for almost 13 years, ending every night saying thank you, because I really believe, and I've experienced that gift of desperation and what that feels like when there is no recovery, and the panic and the despair and that gripping depression. And recovery's given me the ability to be a woman that I'm proud to be, right? That I can stand in my skin, and only then can I share and give to others. If I'm coming from a place where I'm not where I'm not here,
right? What
am I giving?
Yeah, I mean the stories, the one you read on the interview with Laura was just, it almost like, and again, I want to read the book, but it's almost like a lot of what is good about the book is what you don't say.
I'm big on that. I like to leave a lot to the reader.
Yeah, because I think we get to read into it. Like you create this image with the idea, and then we're going, oh, well, that must be difficult, instead of seeking self-pity or seeking like I'm a victim of something. You're more like, hey, this is how I lived and this is how I survived.
Yeah, I like to write like that and leave it to the reader to have their experience.
Right.
Right.
Back to the recovery piece and being authentic. Yeah. Now you've written, so the story you told Laura about writing literally a scribbled page every day.
Yeah.
Because you were told to. And now you've written a lot, right? You're a contributor to many magazines and literary publications. You've written, how many books is this?
This is the first published one. I wrote one a little while ago that I wanted to do just as an exercise to see if I could write from an outline and in a different way, not such a organic way. And so I did that as an exercise. I have a short story collection and one that was working on, and I put it aside. My Mother's Men. Yeah. I think my mom had to deal with enough, so I pause on that one.
Oh yeah. I'm sure that's taking some work.
Yeah.
And you like writing about real stuff. No fiction for you.
Well, let's see. I mean, in the literary journals, most of what I've published has been fiction. I mean, it's
fictional.
Fictional truth.
Okay. Yeah.
Fictional.
Like
fictional.
writing about truth behind another character, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
That's
but
cool.
yes, most of it has been from experience, and I really admire writers that are able to take their characters in a whole different way. Maybe one day, I'm not sure.
Yeah, we've had a few authors on the show talk about writing true stories from behind the character so that they can tell a truth.
Right.
And then it seems like it can lead you into more memoir style writing. But tell me real quick. I know that there's a lot in this book, and you and Laura talked a lot about a lot. But maybe what is one of your favorite pieces? What chapters or stories in the book that you're most proud of as a writer?
Wow, that's a really great question. Oh, that's so hard.
That's our dog. she wants to be here for this answer.
She's trying to save me.
Well, or you could just direct us to the chapter, or in that area.
I think one called Waiting, where I'm waiting for my mother, waiting, period.
And you're young?
I'm at that point probably 19.
Okay.
And I actually wrote that chapter 20 years ago.
Wow. And then you inserted it in?
Yeah, I thought this is where it needs to go.
Wow. Is your mother and father a part of your life anymore?
My mother is.
Okay.
I talked to her yesterday. And my father passed last year, but I have a stepfather who lives in LA. We're very close.
I loved what you talked about with your father, by the way. Making space for both. I think that's been part of my journey as well. Just making space to love and to grieve within me, not to be ruled by one or the other.
Right. And there's a sacrifice there too at a certain point. There were certain things with the book that, not putting all my energy in there to the pre-launch because I wanted to honor my dad, or that was where I was at, and being okay with that, right?
Well, you have gotten some beautiful reviews. This is going to go on beside my desk, or I'm sorry, beside my bed, and this will be one that I get to read.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we really appreciate you coming over and sharing with us and taking care of our dog while she was in the studio.
Oh my God! For you guys that are listening, their dog. Oh.
Yes. Well, if Serena had a drug, it would be love.
Oh.
And you know what I mean.
I love it. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.